Get your official Toshi merch, join my private network, and check out my courses linked in the description and bio. All right, y'all, so we are back with another bullish Toshi video, and in this one, I'm not going to be showing you all any facts or data or information. I'm just going to be talking to you all and explaining my perspective and the things that I see and why I'm taking my bet on Toshi. Because I know that sometimes people just want to hear from another person and just hear what keeps someone else bullish and how someone else is really looking at it. So that's what we're going to be doing in this one, just so you all can kind of understand my logic and why I'm confident in holding it. Now, first off, like a lot of the stuff, a lot of the basics and the principles of how you're supposed to properly invest in crypto, I go over that in my course. My course that I sell is part of my Cavell Anderson network. I go over all of this stuff in that course. And I teach you how to find an altcoin, how to find a meme coin, the differences between the two, the difference in my investment strategy towards the two. I invest in different things for different reasons, and I research them differently, and I research and all that accordingly, and I even teach how to research. So a lot of the basics, if you don't know that, you might not understand and you might not get it, but you need to know the basics of how to properly invest, because I'm not over leveraged, I'm not overexposed. I've mitigated my risk. I have a strategy, and that's what I focus on. I play by my own rules. That way, like if you don't have a rules or a plan going into it, you're just out here gambling. But if you're playing by your rules, that means if one of your rules gets you wrecked, you know exactly what part of your strategy needs to be fixed. You know exactly what part of your approach needs to be tweaked, needs to be changed a little bit. That way you can see repeatable results. And that's what's important. Like really, when you're really trying to make money in this space consistently and not be gambling out here. This is why, like, because I have my own strategy, my own plans, my own approach and things like that, when people are saying a whole lot of nonsense, a whole lot of stuff about something, it doesn't matter, because them talking is never part of my plan. My plan is based on my own research and my own ability to, find the information that I need to find to have my conviction. So that being said, the way that I'm looking at it, it's like I look at things from a very common sense perspective. I'm not the smartest guy in the world at all, not by any means. But I know the obsession that Brian, the CEO of Coinbase, I know the obsession that he has with Toshi. He literally tried to name the Coinbase wallet Toshi, probably legal, or somebody told him like, that's not professional. Like, why is the wallet named Toshi? Do people even know what that is? Like, he was probably, man, okay, forget it. Let's just call it Coinbase wallet. Like but it started off named Toshi. And obviously he the CEO, he can name it whatever he wants, but that's not a good business name. Now, we know his cat is Toshi. And now it's a meme coin based on his cat named Toshi. I just look at it from a common sense perspective. So let's say everything or different things on base blows up. Different things on base blows up. Do you think that out of everything that blows up on base, out of every meme coin that blows up on base, do you think that Toshi is the one that he would let fall? He would let the one that he would let go to zero. He would let look horrible in comparison to everything else on the platform. Toshi, the project named after his cat, but not just that. The project that's been doing the most onboarding for base as far as organically. We're not talking about cabals and groups of people coming together, putting a lot of money into marketing and advertising, because yeah, that's needed. That's doing a great job. But as far as building things, as far as putting on for the community, as far as a real people with great distribution and all of this stuff that you look for in a solid project, you think that he's going to let the project with the most potential and the most, like if you were going to say a poster child for what base is all about, out of all the meme coins, if you were going to pick a poster child, it would be Toshi. Regardless of what people say, like regardless of Miggles, a lot of their success is built off of Coinbase's hype around it. If you want to talk about Brett, a lot of their success is built off of a bunch of KOLs and influencers paying people to say that Brett is going to be the king. It's a narrative that was put in people's minds by a bunch of paid people paid to pump their own bags, which, hey, I don't care, to be honest. But The way that Toshi has come up, taken over, and come into people's minds, it's a love for Toshi. It's building. They're building things. They're creating new. Toshi has built a platform that literally creates other memes. You have projects like Berry, projects like Milkers. You have so many different projects that has been birthed from Toshi's creation. And that is huge. That is massive. Toshi has created a pump fund competitor. And that's honestly not pushed enough. That's not talked about enough. People say that all the catalysts are over. What if Toshi Mart actually becomes as big as pump fund? What if that starts to get pushed more the more people come over on Base? What if people want that gambling ecosystem where Toshi Mart starts to, starts to go up head to head with Pump Fund? That's a major narrative that could go very, very well for Toshi. So I think that people miss out on the fact that Toshi is actually a team of builders. They're creating things of value. Like Toshi is, so when you think about it, do you think that the CEO is going to just let that go and fall by the wayside? Like, do you think that he's really going to allow that to happen? Now I know that he can only do so much, but a tweet from him, like if he just made his first post supporting meme coins. He talked about the importance of meme coins and how he sees them, and he literally referred to Bitcoin as a meme coin as well. So as you can see, he was starting to respect and understand the value of meme coins, which is tough for very smart people. Very smart people don't understand the value of meme coins because they'll swear by all these altcoins, not realizing that 99% of altcoins are not going to accomplish what they're promising to accomplish, not even close. They don't have the team. They don't have the proper, like most projects, even the ones that people will swear, oh, this is an altcoin, it's serious. Most of the serious ones is not going to be able to accomplish the things that they want to accomplish either. But people can't see past that. The fact of the matter is, it's very easy for a community to believe in itself, to believe in the community, and to believe in everything that the community brings to the table. It's very easy for that to happen. It's a lot harder for a team to actually build something that changes the world. So this is where the easy onboarding of meme coins just, it can't be matched. And then you point out the fact, I always talk about this, the fact that Trump is attempting to make the USA the crypto capital of the world. Coinbase is the #1 exchange in the world, and in the USA specifically for sure. But Coinbase is the #1 exchange. Base is Coinbase's platform. Coinbase themselves have already said their goal is to bring at least $1 trillion of assets onto Base. When $1 trillion flows into Base, it's going to have to go into Base projects. What projects have the most respect among the projects in Base? Do you think that all the money is just going to go to a single project? And out of all the projects, which one does it make the most sense for the money to flow into? And right now, the only one that it can actually flow into, if institutional money has been looking at buying things on Base, the only project that it could really flow into is Toshi, because it's the only one that's been listed on Coinbase. So people are spinning the narrative that the fact that Toshi is listed on Coinbase, it means it's over with. While historically, every other meme that people compare their projects to, Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, it was months after their Coinbase listing before those projects blew up. So that means that in order for a project to blow up, they have to get listed on Coinbase. It has to have a correction and fall down, and then it'll finally blow up to where it needs to be. These other projects haven't even started their journey to being able to hit their all-time highs. But meanwhile, people will tell you after a Coinbase listing for Toshi, it's over. So this is the first asset, this is the first asset on Base. This is an asset this important to Base and this close to Base and this close to the CEO himself. And it's over with before Base has even began. Like, people are trying to spin the narrative that, oh, this is just another meme coin. It's not just another meme coin. Base is just getting started. Base hasn't even had a Base meme coin season. We haven't had a Base meme coin season. So, and this is the first bull run for Base. This is the first bull run for Base assets. And currently, as it stands, the only thing even listed on Coinbase is Toshi. It's extremely undervalued right now because you can't be valuable. Like, you got projects out here saying that, oh, when we get listed on Coinbase, it's going to be crazy. Meanwhile, these said projects, they don't own their own IP rights. Like, it's no guarantee that they can even get listed on Coinbase. The distribution is bad behind the scenes because it's controlled by cabals. It's like, there's a lot of reasons why certain projects may never get listed on Coinbase as it is. So I feel like I'm looking at a lot of big picture things where anything somebody says about another project and why it's so important, I always have reasons where I can disprove that. You tell me the importance of what, like, you got some projects out here being marketed and advertised as, oh, I'm sending a bunch of jelly beans to space, like, not jelly beans, but some type of plants or whatever to space. Like, okay, cool. Like, paying for, that's money. Paying for a seat on the moon, selling merch, bro. I'm a nobody. I'm broke and I can make merch. Like, come on now. It's like a lot of this stuff that people are seeing as accomplishments is not some big accomplishments to me. And check it out. Like, you take a project like Mochi. Mochi was even awarded, a grant from Coinbase. So Coinbase seems to take care of his pets. I'm just saying, the Coinbase seems to take care of Brian's pets very, very nicely. Not to say that it's not earned or anything, because they're putting on, like, it's good teams behind the pet projects on base. It's good teams behind it. It's good. It's a good community, good strong communities behind these projects. So, and it's always an amazing story too that comes from how these projects were formed and what they've actually been able to accomplish. So when you just look at the facts and you look at the reality, you understand how we're just at the beginning. They've just started getting crazy money to flow into things. People are saying that memes are over with because of Solana. Solana is the reason people believe that memes are over with, because you can't hold any meme on Solana. Toshi is holding up fine. Like, most memes on base are holding up fine. The thing is, Toshi is king. So Toshi gets flooded and downed by everybody. And then you got a lot of people who were here trying to have heart and trying to believe in Toshi, but they bought at all-time highs. So they've just been watching their money just go down and dwindle to almost zero. Like, and I mean, I feel for them, but like I said, everybody got to pay their tuition. And what they're not going to do is they're not going to dollar cost average down and keep buying more when they've put a lot of money in at the top. I've been there. I know. Like, they put a lot of money in at the top, so they can barely even afford the dollar cost average down. So then when Toshi actually does pump, at best, they're damn near just going to get back to where they came from, or maybe a little bit higher. But it's not going to, by the time they really believe in Toshi again, it's going to be too late. Because if they're still holding, if they didn't just take a loss, they can't, they're not in a position to put more money back in because they didn't have faith. But this is why we say you got to pay your tuition. You got to learn. Because the thing is, when you've experienced this stuff, you learn it. You learn how to maneuver throughout this stuff. You know what to expect. You know how things go down and have a correction after listings and stuff like that. And you also learn to look at the charts. You learn to look at the history of what has happened before. And I'm not even talking about technical analysis. I'm talking about just simply being able to look at what has been the most successful months for cryptocurrency historically. And honestly, the most successful months, it starts this month. It starts this month and for the next 3-4 months. That's really when we see the most price action in all these projects that blow up. It starts in March. So, and towards the end of March, not even at the beginning of March. Could it be different this time? Maybe. But it usually starts towards the end of March. So, yeah. I just believe all this money coming into base is going to come into a lot of different projects. But right now, the easiest base project meme coin to buy is Toshi. So I don't care about all the noise and all the stuff that people are saying or anything like that. I just look at it from my own perspective, looking at all the information that I see, all the information that I believe in. This is how I'm interpreting it. I could definitely be wrong, but at the end of the day, I buy this narrative more than all these other projects out here who I can easily disprove it. Like people say that, oh, the fact that we aren't listed on Coinbase yet, that's a big narrative. And what they're doing is they're basing it off of, if Toshi pumped like that, how do you think that we're going to pump? But I've never seen any other project get listed on Coinbase and outdo the volume of Bitcoin. That's a one-off event for Toshi. Yet people are sitting here marketing themselves as their project is going to do even better than that. It's never been done before, and it's never been done after Toshi. Yet your project is going to be the project to do it, and you're selling that to people, and people believe that? It's crazy. So, yeah, I mean, you have to understand that a lot of the stuff, like a lot of this marketing tricks and stuff people do, it just doesn't make sense. What I believe is that whales, I believe that bigger players like to manipulate as long as possible and buy for as low of a price as possible. Someone has taken millions of dollars and been buying and selling Toshi back to back to back, buying and selling Toshi, manipulating. Similar to what's going on a larger scale with Bitcoin, Ethereum, like how people are manipulating the price, keeping it down so they can keep buying and buying and buying and buying. It looks like someone is doing that same thing with Toshi. So this is why, like, you can't even do that, by the way. You can't do that without being listed on Coinbase. So whales can't sit here and accumulate. Smart money can't come in and buy into Toshi. They can't manipulate and keep the price. Like smart money, I mean, any of these other projects, they can't come in and keep the price of those projects down because they're not even on Coinbase for them to manipulate it in the first place. So how can big money manipulate something that's not even on Coinbase? So, it's like big money plays through exchanges. That's how big money plays. So you got to understand, man, a lot of the narrative that, oh, we not listed on Coinbase yet, that's an asset. Oh, we would be down like Toshi if we was listed. It sounds good. And people who losing money, when they hear that, it's like, damn, if I would have just put my money there, I wouldn't be down so much. If I would have sold at all-time high, I wouldn't be, like, it's easy to be convinced of that when you see your money that has dwindled down. But yeah, I don't fall for stuff like that, to be honest, man. I think that the fact that these projects have not been listed on Coinbase, if some manipulation was happening to where smart money is coming in buying, if a project like Brett gets listed and then it just explodes, you think that smart money is going to buy into Brett while it's exploding and all the way at the top? No, Brett has to come down, fall down, crash before smart money can actually enter into that. It would have to come, and that's if Brett can even get listed, by the way. It has multiple reasons why it probably cannot. But if Brett even gets listed, it has to go through the whole process that Toshi has just gone through. And people say, oh, it's not going to recover from this. Coinbase would be the biggest failure laughing stock of the world if none of their coins became successful. Coinbase controls all the coins getting listed and stuff like this, and their own coins are all shit. I don't think that that's the press that Coinbase wants. I don't think that that's the a press that Coinbase can afford. I think that they're going to have meme coins that are successful, extremely successful. And I believe that Toshi is one. Toshi embodies everything that Coinbase stands for. Everything. Self-built community, all of it. Named after his pet. It's like, there's nothing else that comes close in narrative in all the things that matters most. Not a single other project comes close. So that's just my opinion. That's how I feel about it. So let me know what you all think and how you all feel. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, fam.